the truth of life. Claiming it is me, self. When in mother's womb, was there me? There was no me. When father and mother has the union, father's sperms that are the earth element penetrate in the mother's ovum, which is jelly-like or water element. The fusion of earth and water elements begin. And then the mother's intake of vegetable and meat fossils penetrating into the lymphatic and blood fluid, absorbing into the placenta, developing blood cell growth by transforming of food nutrients, plus the breathing in and out of the mothers through mother's placenta, absorbing fire element through internal body heat, whereas the air element is of empty space. The blood cell continually developed its growth through the 5 elements of earth, water, wind, fire, and air, until the blood cells adequately developed. Is there any existence of self in that blood cell? No self could be found there. Daily, we eat vegetables and meats. That is the combination of the 5 elements, just like when in the mother's womb. So is there any self? In fact, there is no existence of any self whatsoever at all. But when the blood cells develop its growth, then birth consciousness element plus ignorance begin to blend in. We, in fact, are these consciousness elements plus ignorance flowing to merge with earth, water, wind, and fire elements. That is the consciousness element or pure consciousness element, cosmic primordial dhatu. Obviously, we are not made up of any shape or form. However, there are no shape or form in the pure consciousness element, but when ignorance turns up, then enclosing that pure consciousness element. The pure consciousness element is similar to the emptiness of the scientific balloons. It retains itself like the soap bubbles. Whilst ignorance is only the shell of soap bubbles of those scientific balloons. The ignorant is just like the soap bubbles of the scientific balloons, leading to reincarnations derived from the shell of ignorance, which comes totally all in one. The shell that is enclosed is called ignorance. It is merged with the earth, water, wind, fire, and air elements, readily penetrating in the blood cell. This fusion process emerges a living being with 5 aggregates, skandhas. But it is misconceived with wrong views that this entity as ours. As a consequence, the misconception of this penetration of the 5 aggregates as ourselves, and our own beings. As a consequence, deeds and mental fabrications emerge for self-seeking and benefits. These 5 aggregates are neither ours, nor ourselves, nor our own beings. They are impermanence, sufferings, and selflessness, anatta. If we are clinging on to the five aggregates that has already been fabricated as ours, then we must hold on ourselves as actors. When clinging on ourselves as actor, driving the five aggregates, as a result, we must be the one who carry on those volitional actions as subjects of the matters. Thus, the wheel of life and death, samsara, carrying on those volition actions would never end. We then totally forget the former owner, the pure consciousness element, who never dies, never extincts, never destroys, but dissolves into the emptiness of the cosmic universe everywhere. There is no self left to repay for the consequences of the volition actions. There are neither actors nor subjects. Thus, when there are no subjects, there will be no volition actions. What is left are precisely physical actions, verbal actions, and spiritual actions. When life ends, earth element returns to the earth as ashes, water element evaporates in the air and turns to falling rain for the benefit of human beings and non-human beings for their intake. Fire element also disappeared in the air to give warmth to all beings everywhere. Wind element of the breath also returns to nature. The most important thing is that the pure consciousness element, or the cosmic primordial dhatu, dissolving into the cosmic emptiness, never to be born, never to die, immortally, eternally, remaining only the right views, samma titi. The purification of the mind is meant for the benefits of eradication of defilements, both good and bad sides, remaining only the merits of good deeds and actions for the benefits of others, all conducts and deeds carrying on for the benefits of others, aiming at peace and happiness for all. Those who live for the benefits of oneself and others, as quoted in the last instruction of the Lord Buddha, this is called observing Dhamma at every present moment. One must have moral shame and moral dread in one's conscience to restrain from doing bad deeds or actions, not thinking, not uttering, that would lead to doing unskillful deeds, thus attaining good merits. Once merits achieved, sustain it. Do not let it fall out to become bad deeds. Continue to the extent that it becomes good merits and charitable mind, but not to the extent of grasping, clinging on to it. As we say, putting gold leaf at the back of Buddha image, meaning doing good without self-benefits, not grasping that these good merits or deeds would lead to reincarnation in heaven or other better realms. Mind is restful, at peace, because there is nothing to cling on to, whether sins or merits, be it by body, speech or mind, leaving only good merits, kusala, and good deeds like putting gold leaf at the back of Buddha statue.
ไม่หวังอะไรไม่ปรารถนาไม่เอาอะไรไม่ไปเป็นอะไรมันก็จบที่ใจนิพพานในปัจจุบันและอย่างถาวรตลอด